How de facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually?
What up, gang? Ian Anderson from Central Coast Disc Golf. We're back with some more 2016 Rocky Mountain Championships presented by Subaru. We are again joined by the tournament director, Ron Panesi. Let's say what's up to the people, Ron.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Thanks for joining us, sir. And you got any sponsors you want to shout out that you might have forgotten last time?
Yeah, absolutely. I skipped a couple last time. One would definitely be Levi Buckingham and Pound Bags. Definitely the best bag company on the market. Each year they donate a bag for us for a raffle that gets us good fundraising. That's a huge thing. And then on a huge level is Team Lumberjack Discs, teamlumberjack.com. That's Jeremiah Harris. He's a platinum sponsor and also just a huge supporter of disc golf all around Montana. Has 18 baskets that he loans out so we can have traveling courses and all kinds of things. So he's really a mover and shaker in the whole Montana scene. So if you can support him, please do. Team Lumberjack.
That is awesome. Really cool of him. And I got to say, I love my Pound Bag, Ron. I know you rock it too.
Yeah, it's I bought two, and they are far and away the best bag I've ever used, period.
Yep, they're a little bit sponsor in Central Coast Disc Golf for 2017 as well. So that's
nice. Good work, Levi.
Yeah, buddy. But anyway, Ron, let's watch some disc golf.
Sweet.
All right, guys. Christian Dietrich, Peter McBride, Matt Miller, Joe Rovere, McCauley, Connor. Sweet card you got from me, Ron.
Oh, this is totally awesome. I'm super psyched. This is going to be a hot round.
It is. It should be fun to watch. And we're kicking off on hole one. And what are your thoughts about this one, Ron?
Yeah, hole number one's a really great tester right off the bat. A pure hole. It's a backhand hyzer that has this very unique angle. You really have to push the right-hand side in the right tunnel the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
It's very finicky. It's as soon as you get too close to that tree right there, then you're pushing too far left. Christian and a few other people have got it dialed, but still you have got to pure it 100% to actually land this shot on the green.
Absolutely. And speaking of Christian, here he is. Usually throws a beat-up star T-bird on this one, getting to flip up just a little bit.
That's what it usually looks like when he gets that. Wow, that's pretty.
Oh, my God.
That's the best I've ever seen.
I was going to say the same thing, Ron, and I've witnessed far fewer rounds than you. That was amazing. Here we got Matt Miller, I believe, out of Spokane, is what Christian was saying.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, really solid player. That's like kind of the typical safe shot right there.
Yeah, right. That tree that he just rolled to is pretty much the edge of the circle, and if you get to there, you have a look.
Yep. I love this hole because it's kind of like an indicator of how your round's going to go. Like, if you hit the gap, you're probably on that day, but if you don't...
Right, exactly, because if you don't, then you get to just realize I'm going to be scrambling.
Yep, you're going to find out in a hurry how your game's feeling. That's Peter's drive, coming a little bit short left, but that's within McBride's range of at least scaring it.
Yeah, well, anything's in McBride's range.
Accurate, sir.
And McCoy taking a super inside line. Yeah, actually worked out pretty well.
It did, yeah. Might be obstructed by that tree a little bit, but still should be a very easy par. Yep. And we got the Colorado legend, Joe Rovere.
Throwing that same hyzer into that push side. He might get up there. Oh.
Mm-hmm. A little bit more height on that one would have got there, but still should be give him a look and should be an easy par.
Or just dive bombing it from above.
Yeah, that too. A little half go action there. Here's McCoy's bid.
Wow, those branches right there, we leave those there intentionally to make that putt difficult, and he almost drained it. That'd be like a 1,000,000-point shot. Like that one was.
Dang.
Yeah, that's the shot.
That wasn't even clean either. He had a hyzer on that tree.
Yeah, that was like 1,100 rated golf right there.
Wow, Peter McBride throws frisbees good.
It's true.
Oh, Matt gave a good bid as well, coming up a little bit short. Here is McCoy coming back for his par. And they're eventually going to let Christian putt one of these days.
Yeah, at some point. They were trying to cool him off before he gets too warm.
Accurate. Like it. He's in third round mode right here. He's ready to do work.
Yeah, especially after coming from third card back to first place. And
yeah.
He's, like I said before in that other video, he takes a really defensive posture this place. He likes to have this one under his belt.
That he does, sir. Some good birdies from Christian and Peter there. Christian holding on to that lead. And we're on to hole 2 upper. I really like this whole run. It's fun. It's got that false fairway and then the sneaky route.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up because that stump right there on the right-hand side that everybody's throwing over this false fairway, myself, Joe, and Chris, the property owner, we took that tree that went over and exposed that line. And at the end of the season, we took the heavy machines out and we stood it back up.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So there is now a really huge tree right there that we want people going down the fairway, and these guys cheated it just like that.
Yep.
So this is our formal announcement. Nobody even knows we did it at the end of the season. That tree is standing up again.
That is going to be a funny surprise for people next year, Ron. I like that. Great drive from Christian. I might have wanted to fade a little bit farther left, but he made really good progress down the fairway. And
Yeah.
Peter's drive right here, peering these gaps.
Almost into the short grass.
Yeah, almost there. Looking at Matt's drive right here.
And if you look where they're throwing, directly underneath them is a whole series of lots of young trees.
Yep.
And in about 5 more years anyway, those trees are going to come back in and everybody will go back to the normal fairway.
It's going to play a lot different because literally everyone takes this line.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's such a shortcut. It really marginalizes it being as a par 4. So
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
wanted to correct that.
Yeah, if you peer this line, it's definitely a little putter up shot.
Yeah.
Joe getting most of the way through the rough.
Yeah, this hole with them making this cut through, this should be pretty routine birdie material for
It should,
everybody.
yeah. Here is Peter's second shot, squeaking around that tree. Give him a little tester putt. Joe's
Same
second.
shot?
Yeah, pretty much, right? A little short as well. And McCoy had a pretty nice drive.
Yeah, that's way out there.
Not the best upshot, but still putting. And there's a beast drive from Christian.
Yeah, and the best part is, at least when you crush this drive, you really are not threatening an eagle two. People think, oh, if I just go there, I can get that. You're really not going to get that result.
You got to throw it in.
Yeah, you really got to still have 100 feet to get there.
Mm-hmm. That was a good up from Matt as well. Here is Joe with the longest of putts for birdie, just about circle's edge. Ooh, Joe.
Mm.
That wasn't good. Peter?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Especially after that big one.
Right, dropping a stroke there. McCoy with a good one right there. Nice little straddle putt. Matt coming back at the basket for his 3. Atta babe. And Christian too.
Christian deep. That's, yeah.
Yep. Christian problems. Getting a stroke on Peter right there, which I'm sure Peter's not stoked on. I'm sure he counted that one as a birdie in his book.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, 60% of the field. That's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. There's that 2-stroke lead for Christian now. Peter and Matt are tied, and we're on to hole 3. I really like Ron because it gives you these 2 different fairways you can take. Talk about this.
Yeah, I love the fact that you bring up the right that the camera just did right there. That's really cool because that was the original fairway.
Uh-huh.
And over the past 5 years, we've actually been slowly cutting this center fairway and finally tempting people to go there, which is a lot narrower but much more direct. So it's cool that you bring up that hyzer flip because that is the intended line originally. But now we're trying to make people think twice about where they want to go.
Sure. Yeah, it definitely gives you those options. I know Christian's been going back and forth over the years, and he's taking this kind of a flex line.
Kind of both shots at the same time, it looks like.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, kind of between it a little bit. The nice thing about it is if you miss right, you can usually get up and down. It's a little hairier off the left fairway, it seems like.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of destruction that came through from a windstorm, and a lot of the fairway on the left, if you're left of the center line, it was really just lots of downfall. And this year there was a huge move to move it all out. So you can still get up and down from almost anywhere.
Nice. How about that drive from Matt, though?
Yep, that's way out there.
That was beast. That was a beautiful turnover.
Yep.
McCoy cutting a little too tight on the right there on that left fairway. I think Peter takes the left fairway as well. Yeah, he took it in round 2.
That's about what I consider the primary left shot. Is there's either a great sidearm in there or like a backhand high power mid range. Like I'll throw a backhand buzz.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of both ideas put together at the same time.
Yeah, it looked like he was take that right line, but just did not commit to that ante. So Peter is in the kind of the middle between 2 fairways. Or no, is he in the left? Oh, he's left of the left fairway, and he's pitching up here.
And he's perfectly. Oh, it looks like he got hit by something.
Yep, late tree. He's gonna be putting for that par. McCoy with a 4-hand up shot here.
Well, hit the post and take care of that.
That will be done. Move on to the next hole for him. Joe is left of the left fairway and pitching into the fairway. Well done.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It is a little cleaner over there than it used to be. Okay, Christian gives it the kind of Christian half go that he always does.
which is like 50% of the chance is going to go in anyway.
Yeah, accurate.
Peter's back.
Peter had a babe. When he wants them, they go in.
Oh man, I mean, I really expected him that one on number 2 was I thought was in the drop-in zone.
Oh yeah, for Pete it usually is. Ooh, Matt with a good birdie right there. That's a stroke on the card, Ron.
That is a stroke on. That's a stroke and a half on the whole field. I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of people get into trouble on this. We just said that you could get up and down for 3 pretty easy, but there are still troubles. There's also an OB road on the right. If you get 80 feet offline right, you can definitely take OB strokes too.
Indeed. Everybody else cleaning up pars here, but like you said, Matt getting a stroke on the card. Well done. That's a great birdie to get. That one feels good, I bet.
Oh yeah, and it's funny. I think a lot of the elite pros come here and think, oh yeah, this is a must get. I really don't think it is, and I think the math showed it right there.
Yeah, absolutely. A hole 4 is a par 4, 447, just straight tunnel the entire way. You got OB road on the right, really rough on the left, Ron. It's a challenging hole.
Yeah, this is definitely, with Bohart, you say signature hole, but you get a chance to say signature hole 4 or 5 times on this property.
I was going to say, yeah.
I mean, frankly, this is just an absolutely perfect par 4, even though it's only 447. The straight shot, this is kind of what you're looking for right here. And if you finish hyzer, then this is the tree that defends the pump right there that you just crossed in front of. That's why it is a 2-shot hole.
Yep, perfect drive from Matt.
Yeah.
And Christian looking to follow suit. Maybe finishing a little farther right than he wanted, but should be able to get up and down from there.
Yeah, easy work, I would say.
Yeah. And McCoy? That's another good-looking drive, Ron.
Yeah, and then last year in the final round video, I remember everybody pured it, and it was just a joke. You're like, we're talking about how hard it is, and then everybody birdies it.
I
know. Wow, okay.
Bunch of
and
jerks.
then now, and this is about to happen. You can see it already.
I know, right?
Just totally threw 1,000 rated drive right there.
Yep, that's Peter peering the gap as well, and I wouldn't put it past Joe either.
Yep.
Making us look like
and you got to
fools.
keep it and you got to keep it under the deck actually, because you can't really throw it that high. There's a tree we call the Q-tip on the right that has a hand that comes out and makes things too high, not be able to go in.
Mm-hmm. There's McCoy floating one up. He's got that ultimate style, Ron.
Yeah, dude, it's all nose up. It's almost like an air bounce that somebody setting you up for a nail delay on.
I love it, man. Here's Peter for 2.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Bang, bang, Ron.
That is just such an epic. That is an Eagle 2 on this hole. That is the 4th time anyone has ever twoed it, and it is the first time it's been done in a tournament. That is elite level stuff right there.
Love it, man. Love it. I hope Peter comes back next year. Love watching that kid play.
For sure, yeah. And especially the way he threw that was just so effortless. He just showed you how that hole's supposed to be played.
Yeah, just perfect little toss right in there. That's some good upshots there. Should be a birdies for the rest of the gang here. And that's Peter with 3 huge, putts or throw-ins in 4 holes.
Yeah, that's no joke. He's already 4 down after 4 holes, and he got a par in a hole.
Yeah, exactly. Doing work. Alright guys, huge thanks to Nova Champion Disc for sponsoring such close disc golf coverage of the Rocky Mountain Championships, and all the awesome players they sponsor. Ron, hole 5. What are we doing here, bud?
Man, this is definitely in the must-get range. It's basically a flip shot, a backhand flip shot that has a little flat finish to it. It's got a little kink at the very end to make you finish on the left-hand side. There's an OB fence long, about 30 feet, that doesn't really come into play. But if you get a little too froggy off the tee pad, you might tickle it.
Too froggy. That's a first for me, buddy. I like that one. Solid. Here's Pete probably throwing a ghost or something, and he gets that perfect line you're talking about, Ron.
That's chalkboard right there. You teach class off that.
Let's see if Matt can do the same with. He's throwing something puddle toppy.
Yeah, for sure, like a Yeti or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it might be. Oh, that's that guardian tree, Ron.
Yep.
It collects very well.
It does its work. And there's been some downfall on this hole in the past, and in that downfall has actually created a straight sidearm hyzer line that a lot of people like to do, because even if you mess up, that's a run.
Oh my goodness.
Man, Christian's here to do some work.
Wow. Not messing. McCoy, that's turned over a little too much, possibly a little high. Kind of pays the price.
This hole also has another tree that's been stood up because it on the right hand side because it fell down and all of a sudden it made that shot really easy. So we cut it off at 30 feet and stood it back up.
All right. How about Joe's throw?
Yeah, that's
how you drew it up. There's McCoy with an ultimate upshot.
And you could just see somebody laid out in the end zone catching that disc the way he threw it.
I love it. Oh, Matt giving it a go, but not quite. Here's Peter for a birdie.
Yeah, man, he's 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5, and he's 5 down after 5.
That's
pretty good. All right.
Sigler.
Siggy. Look at that shirt he's rocking. So cool.
No, he knows what's up.
He does, man. There's McCoy tapping in for a par. Matt and McCoy tapping in for pars. And there is Joe with a drop-in birdie.
Yeah, don't hit your head.
Don't hit your head. Doing work right there. Oh, yeah, I guess Peter is 4 down. My bad. Christian and Peter 4 down. Christian's lead is 1, and we're on to hole 6, Ron. Just a big ol' hyzer smash.
Yeah, look at the mountains back there. That's the Bridger
big.
ski area, the northern part of the Bridger Range. This is epic. This is once you get into the real zone of the upper.
Yep.
Backhand hyzer shot, wind occasionally right to left on this property, coming on this valley, but great shot, just a simple, straightforward shot. You can also throw a sidearm S or a lefty backhand S, but these guys will all do the same thing.
Yeah, they all have the power for that backhand hyzer shot. They're all going to throw it.
Yeah. And because it basically plays a couple feet up, it probably is about a 400 feet worth of a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, some people who don't quite have 400, they have to throw something that flips up flat a little bit, and that starts to make it a little more confusing out there.
Exactly. Oh, Christian coming a little short, and that thing catches right there real well.
Yeah, that is one of the springs. There's 2 springs on this hole.
Oh, really?
Yep, that is one of the springs. So there's actually that thing. You could cut that down with a mower every day, and it would always be that tall.
No way. Oh, that's really cool.
And there you can see the other one right there, right in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
About halfway down, that's the other spring on this hole. And there's there's hundreds of springs all over this course.
No way. Oh, too cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a great drive from Joe. He is parked. Matt coming up a little bit short. It's a pretty long for a hyzer shot, Ron. 400, like you say, it plays 400.
Yeah, see, he's flattening out a little bit. And most of these guys should be throwing it on hyzer. I personally have to throw it a little bit straighter first.
Yeah.
There is an OB fence along the left. Look at the Bridger ski area once again.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
This is one that this card everybody wants to get. This is an automatic.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're not.
I'm sure that everybody walks up here saying ace or birdie.
Yep. any shot where you're not threading a needle or a tunnel is one you want to get out here at
for sure.
Peter coming up short on the putt. Here we got McCoy for his 2, stretching out around this tree. I know he was having a lot of trouble with that lie right there. That tree's bushy.
Yeah.
Good birdie for Joe. I want to say stroke on the card.
Wow, was that one on? Man, that is just amazing. That's usually like 100% of the card,
Mm-hmm.
especially for the pace that other guys are on. The fact they did not get it is just remarkable. They've just been crushing it on all these hard ones, and then not getting number 6.
Absolutely. McCoy drops in the par. Christian will do the same. He didn't bring both pound bags today. He just has the.
I just thinking the same thing. I was like, he just got a water bottle on his back. That's all.
He made Siggy wear the pound bag. Or have the privilege of wearing the pound bag, I should say.
Right.
Yeah. We're on to hole 7, Ron. 316, just a big old hyzer. A lot of right to left movement. Really a tough shot to get really close, Ron.
Yeah, it is definitely. Frankly, I've been arguing against this hole for some time because it really is a luck-based hole.
Yeah.
It's a big pump backhand hyzer or a super anhyzer flex sidearm or backhand lefty.
Yeah.
But either way, I've seen people, the first guy walk up and it'd be 10 to 15 mile an hour wind from the right, and he parks it. The next guy, it dies, and he can't park it.
Yeah.
So this hole has a lot of problems with actually being fair. So actually, Christian alluded to it earlier. This hole is 86th. We have removed this hole. Yep, we already did it in the fall. And number 7 and number 10 have been removed, and 2 new holes have come in their place.
Very cool. Can't wait to see him. So in case you didn't catch that, Joe is stuck in the tree. Christian goes a little bit long on his hyzer. Kicks back a little bit. Should be a par from there, most likely.
Yeah, straight shot.
Yeah. Joe was hunting that basket, too, but just got an unlucky tree stick.
Yeah, more time has been wasted on this hole with people trying to get stuff out of trees than any other place on the planet, I swear.
That happened last year, too, actually. I believe Rain got stuck up in a tree.
Yeah, and of course, people, we have spotters there to make sure they find it, but at the same time, how much time can you spend during a tournament?
Yep.
forcing people to climb a tree or work to get one out.
For sure. Good look from a McCoy right here.
Yep. See, the natural line is if you throw it correctly, you end up being long. It's just really hard to actually. It has a button hook at the end that is not really a natural disc shot.
Yeah, you can't make it shape that exactly right. There was good up from Peter there to take a par. We got Christian looking like a little forehand upper.
Yep.
Like a gator or something. Here is Matt giving this a run for 2. Oh my goodness, scared it. McCoy from just a little bit closer.
Oh.
Wow. Just a little more on that would have gone in. Here is Joe. The 2 as well. Oh, all over this thing.
Yeah, this hole. I'm sorry to say it, but good riddance. I'm not trying to be a hater, but
yeah.
I mean, this hole has been so fluky for so long, and finally we developed a plan to remove 2 holes that were uncharacteristic and badly designed. And also, it also cured some safety issues too, because when you throw that shot on number 7, you're throwing directly over 8's tee pad.
Oh yeah, true, huh?
So there was a lot of things that need to be addressed. And now wait till you guys see the next year. They're really big and beautiful and tunnely and bow-hardy.
Very cool. Well, here's one hole that doesn't need to be addressed, Ron. Hole 8, I love it.
Well, yeah, it's funny because it's so unorthodox, but now it is definitely one of the epic signature holes.
Oh yeah.
This double mando is at exactly 205 feet, and then you are basically 175 feet past that from there is the drop zone to that point. It's called the keyhole. First you hit the double mando, and then you hit the keyhole to get into the pocket.
I love it, man. That's a great looking drive from Joe, but it might finish left, and it's a tough look from there. If you're not lined up with the keyhole, you're in trouble, Ron.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get an easy 3, but he has absolutely no luck at 2.
Yep, for sure.
And it's so hard. It's not as easy as it looks.
It's not. It's a very intimidating tee shot. Like, it scares me.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's definitely one of the... Hold on a second. Okay, that's an 1100 rated shot right there. For anybody who wants to know what that looks like in the dictionary, that's what they should show.
You cannot throw it better than that right there.
I mean, that's a 400-foot gap at 365 feet.
Yep.
Of just awesomeness.
Yep. You might say it's a soft par 4, but you go and do that. Give me a call once you've done it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's 3 OB drives right there.
Yep. And here's, the drop zone is no small task at all.
Not at all. It's like a little 6-foot gap you got to throw through from like 80 feet away, something like that.
It's 100. Like I said, to the basket from there, it's 160 feet, I think. Yeah, 170 feet.
It is not an easy task at all. As you can see, Peter and Matt shanking it left and right. See if McCoy can split the difference here. Nope.
Yeah. And when I moved here and I started doing a lot of work on this course, it was told to me that this is the keyhole and that is the feature. So we have cut this big, beautiful green out inside, but on all corners except for entrance points, it is very tight.
Oh, yeah, you're not sneaking in from the left or right at all.
No. Yeah. Everybody was like, you have to honor the keyhole nature. And I was like, okay, This is how it's... And you can see now, totally big, spacious green. Once you get past the trees he's at.
Yep. So that was McCoy's 4th. Here is Peter's 4th to try and save a par here.
No work there.
Wow. Another good putt from Peter McBride. On point today. And here is Christian for the Eagle 2, Ron.
Wow, yeah, that gets done a few times a year, but in a tournament, that's playing a different sport, and you should totally pump your hands and be stoked.
Hell yeah, man. What a shot. And you knew he could make a putt, because Christian's not going to miss that putt after that drive.
Yeah, the more he gets focused, the more danger it is for everybody around him.
Yep. So that was Matt and McCoy cleaning up 5s, and I got to say, if you're throwing from the drop zone, I'd say you take a 5 more than you take a 4, probably.
What's that?
If you're throwing from the drop zone, you're probably taking a 5 more often than you are a 4.
That's probably true. Yeah. If you miss the gap, it's just a 5.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
Yep. Peter was lucky to save his 4 there. A nice birdie from Joe, which we mildly ignored. Sorry, buddy. And we're on to a hole 9, 574 par 4. Just kind of a flat to hyzer off the tee, and then kind of a forehand second shot run with OB long.
Yeah, this is probably another signature. Sorry guys for being a broken record, but this thing is just look at the mow job on it. You throw 380 to 430 feet, and then you get to a turn. At which point you are dead on right. It is a sidearm shot on the way up. It's another one of the times where it's back-ended sidearm, demonstrating balance on a course.
Yep. You owe me $20 every time you say signature hole from now on.
Man, I'm going to be down like 100 because that's like, oh man, this is going to be rough.
It's so true, though. I don't blame you, man. There's so many just perfect signature holes out here. That was not a perfect drive from Christian, but should possibly be able to get up and down. And I like this line from Joe. Really high, going around the trouble.
Yep, and that puts him, he is right. Well, see, he's actually gone a little far.
He has, hasn't he?
And the further you go, the more it emphasizes the need for a sidearm spike hyzer to get back around, or a really big flip shot.
Yeah. Joe does have the thumber, too, so he's got that.
Yeah, and he can throw over the top of almost every forest out there.
Yeah, that's a true statement. That's a perfect drive from Peter, I want to say, Ron.
Yep.
Oh, Matt. Ooh, buddy.
Short grass, though.
Yeah, he's out of the rough at least. I'll see what McCoy can do right here. Flipping it out there.
That looks like about right.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little shorter than you wanted, but you should have a route to the green anyway.
Yep. Look at that mow everywhere. Just that place is just Bohart is just amazing.
Yeah, it's perfectly manicured mountain golf, which you won't find anywhere else. That was Matt's second shot. I believe he finished short left. Here is Christian's second shot with a forehand up. I believe he's throwing a Sexton Firebird.
And that is exactly what we talked about. Backhand hyzer to forehand hyzer.
Yep. Got it done. McCoy throwing a flip that didn't flip quite enough. Stays in bounds, though, and he'll be putting for a 3.
Yep.
And here's Peter after that. Pretty perfect drive, honestly.
Yeah, that's the garden.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't really show it this much, but, that's like 35 vertical feet going up this hill. It's substantial.
Yeah, the video is really deceptive when it comes to elevation. Well played by Joe.
Yep.
So here's where Matt finished. This is going to be his third, pitching up for a 4. Oh, that didn't turn at all. Weird. Kind of left it out a little wide. Here he is to save the par.
Oh, a little too center. Center left.
Yeah, a little high. Kind of kicked it back out. Here is McCoy for the 3. Well done, sir.
Birdie.
Yeah. Christian. I'll be shocked if he misses this.
Center mass.
Yep, gets it in there. And Pete, after a great upshot, which was not as good as Joe's, though. Well done, man.
Yeah, man, that whole one, it's so easy to play it well, but if you really get off just like anywhere else, you get in a little trouble.
Oh yeah.
That trouble adds up really fast.
Yeah, we saw that happen in round 2. There was some shenanigans going on if you get left rough.
Yep, for sure.
All right, guys, that is all we got for part 1. We'll catch you in part 2. Ron, thanks for joining me, man. Tons of fun having you on as always.
Oh, what an honor. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, dudes, and we'll catch you around.